to do that.
Shoot, I was gonna powder my nose.
You can still do that. Eating wallpaper. Wow.
Wallpapering sucks.
I've got a project coming up. Lori's having me do our powder room.
Wait, you got
Yeah.
a wallpaper? I made up everything I just said before, like, and now I'm like a prophet. You're wallpapering your powder room. You have a
Yeah,
powder room?
that's on the list. That's on the list. Unfortunately.
It seems so staged, like I would have.
Yeah, how did you know
I
I was
didn't. I'm sorry. It's awesome doing that. It's the best night ever.
it's amazing. Love wallpapering. Yeah. Yeah, I
Powder.
just wrote about it. I wrote about it for writing club this week, in fact. It's in
It's fine. Yeah, you're getting ready to go on a little vacay.
oh man. This week is long, unnecessarily long.
You're earning your vacay.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
I gotta say, as it pertains to this podcast, the wrapping up of season one, the transitioning and planning to season two, and here we go. Well, our first guest of season two, but we've had two episodes in the bank that have, at the point that people are seeing this, have released by now. Well done. Yeah, it was. You had some a good vision for it, and I like the way it played out.
I got my kids to watch that. I mean, I am not going to be able to drink water without laughing from
Oh,
the.
you should just do an IV now. Yeah.
Yeah, my son was saying, you're fully hydrated. But the irony is, I I don't drink enough during the day, and Lori is on my case constantly. You need to drink more water.
Listen, I drink water all day. Apparently, I don't drink it during the show because I'm fully hydrated by then.
That must be it. And I'm so
I,
parched, I can't do anything but drink water the
all right.
whole.
Well, hey, they say counter or whatever.
Well, I
It's
thought it made for a pretty funny montage.
hysterical. Yep. And I never saw. I watched, and you're right. Every single previous guest was in it, and they never flinched. I mean, why would they? I mean, people drink water. They should drink water. It's not like an unnatural thing. It's not like they lit up a cigarette or.
And it is water. I swear.
Oh, okay, most of the.
Yeah.
Sure, it is. It is. Looks like water.
Any feedback from your mom about ending season one and starting season two?
Well,
Or
she just not specifically about ending season one, only that okay, like she saw a gap in the sequence
yeah,
where are they? And I said, don't worry, they're coming. And so as of this recording, she has not seen what we recorded for the season opener again, but
yeah,
this will all be catch up. So yeah.
it'll
And
all.
I talked to Tracy. I had a good conversation with Tracy too. She
Oh, tell me.
like you said, you're right. She binged watched all of them
Yeah,
and has some very interesting takes on. She loved every guest, but there were guests that she could relate to more than others, given her experience of living in Speculator. And
yeah. Like Doug Dietschy lived near you guys, and you guys hung out, right?
did we talk about this?
No, but he did, right?
Wow, that's interesting that you bring up his name specifically because
Yeah.
she did too. Yeah, that was
Okay.
her most special one, given that she understood, or Doug understood, like what it was like to live there all year.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's you got a good sense of all this stuff.
Well, she commented on his video too.
Oh, did she? Okay,
She made some kind of comment on there, but yeah,
got it. Well, I talked to her like like this, and she's like, "Man, his really resonated with me." She mentioned Ed too, but like in terms of how they understood what it's like to live there all year long,
Yeah.
see the cycles of, and you
Yeah.
did too.
So we're starting season 2. First guest tonight. Um, we're gonna we're gonna recreate the Lost
Is it
Beth
okay? I was going to
episode,
ask.
right?
Okay, I was going to ask
Somewhat.
her or you. Um, Meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
Same as the old boss.
So this episode is a recreation, or there's a lost episode here that we are trying to bring back to people that we missed. It was my fault. It was is really the only technical error that we've had, and it was totally on me. The more I think about it, but um, I feel
I
like
don't
we're
know.
meant to recreate it and bring it back. So.
That's fine. We're gonna recreate it. You guys are gonna, if we have time, you guys will have a second chance at your reading exercise, and
Yeah.
I think the dry run is really gonna help you perform this
Oh,
time.
great. Right. Well, there's some cool pictures too. Yeah. So, yeah, I've picked up a couple extra languages since then, so I'll just pick one.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll get AI to translate it for us.
It's,
What else we were going to talk about? I should have had it written down, but oh, I know what it was. The conversation we were having with Tim Sandoval.
oh,
So he
we didn't
reached
talk about
out.
this.
He
Yeah,
reached out. We need to schedule him, right? Can we get him scheduled?
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was really cool. I showed Lori the pictures that he sent.
they were great.
Those were great.
Yeah.
And I'll have to remind him I was there. And I get it. I'm forgettable. He's not. But I was there in '86 when he first rolled in, as he said.
I thought I was too. I thought I was there in preseason '86 too. Yeah.
I don't think no, you weren't there. You were in Alaska.
Well, I went to Alaska in like mid-June, so I was there for like a couple weeks in May and the first week of June. So
Okay.
whether or not he was there or not, apparently I wasn't. If we
Oh,
intersected for a few days, but
yeah, that's understandable. But I was there the whole summer, so
do you remember when whatever year it was, and I knew I'd be working with you on boats, which makes it probably not '86. This is probably '87. We
'87.
were in the Woodlands kitchen. I love those breakfasts, man. I love getting up at like
Oh
6:30,
yeah.
7, power chowing.
Yeah.
You went to the
No.
fridge to
Oh
get some
no.
milk, either milk or chocolate.
Oh, I know where you're going. Oh my gosh. Bloop, 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 bloop. Like it was a solid not coming out of a milk container.
Like God,
Totally ruined my frosted flakes. I was not eating them at that point.
it
I
devoured them. It
mean,
was like the
how did that
Ghostbusters
happen?
marshmallows thing.
Uh,
You're like,
God,
uh-oh. But he moved on, and there was other fresh milk in the building, but it was not that one. It was nasty.
that one.
You remember that? We've not talked about
Oh,
that.
how could you forget that? It came out in chunks. It's not very milk-like.
Geez.
I do remember that. That was gross. So you were there when I
I was
when
there, whatever year that was. So if Tim Sandoval's is
yeah,
like, oh, I remember that. Well, I was there that year.
that's pretty funny. Yeah, I need to talk to him. I borrowed his car for a weekend and drove home to Syracuse.
Oh,
I mean, he didn't know me that well to let me borrow his car.
he's like, I just don't have any methane in there or whatever, or go-kart.
Ether,
Ether, sorry.
ether.
Yeah.
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 No, yeah, he was very generous. Yeah, I'm excited to talk to him,
Yeah, me too.
see what
So
Lori's
it's
doing.
funny because I can't wait to talk to him about his life at camp and since, but I have a reason that I want to talk to you about for the second book, where I want to talk to him and Chuck Wong and Rob Finney after him about their life as Unit 8 for a
Date.
chapter in the book. Yeah, just whatever the most
Okay.
outrageous requests were. Um,
That would be a great chapter title, Unit 8. Yeah,
yeah, and I'll
that's
explain
that's
more as
cool.
we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, we'll get Tim on because he's been on your list of people we're trying to connect with, and Bruce was part of that, and
Yeah,
so
that's
that'd be great.
well, yeah, he's I think he's led an interesting life. I want to just find out.
He's like head of uh, ministry at Texas
It's a
A&M.
Texas Christian
Yeah,
University, TCU, or something like that. So yeah, but he's like a professor of theology. It's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
It's really interesting just to because we were late teens, early 20s when we're there, right?
yeah.
Let's be honest, we're knuckleheads at that point.
Well, yeah, I again, I because I had Brooks today, so he wanted to see that Doug Dietschy episode again with the witch
Yeah.
mask. But I let it happen a dozen times, and but it led into our conversation after that about you talking to Doug about what you were doing in your life at that age, and it was really profound to hear from both of you, like you're just trying to figure it out, and you're like,
Yeah.
we were just 18, but at that point we're responsible for trying to decide what the trajectory of the rest of our adult lives is at this point. Not that you couldn't deviate from it, given whatever happened, but still, whatever you kind of committed to was what you
Well,
were kind of committed to. It was interesting.
let's be honest, though, that those 3 years at camp are right at the intersection of all your life decisions, right? Who
Right.
you who you're going to marry, what career you're going
That was it for
to
you.
follow. Yeah, and it's amazing. There's so much pressure. You don't realize it, but there's a ton of pressure to choose well. And you're like I said, we're knuckleheads at that age, and you just want to goof around, but it's actually pretty serious that you figure things out.
You're right. You're
Yeah, the
like,
way
if I would
you're
have some baked Alaska or a late night ham sandwich, or I could build a go-kart or something like.
I wrote about the go-kart this week too. It's kind of funny. But so yeah, I mean, the way your dad allowed me to have space to figure that out was
Yeah,
critical.
yeah.
I'm very, very thankful. And I think Doug Doug had the similar situation. But what I was going to say is that seeing people 35, 40 years later who, let's be honest, they were probably knuckleheads too, just like us. But now they've actually made something of their life. It's so cool
It really is.
to
Yeah,
see that it all worked out and they've had amazing lives.
love it. Yeah, yeah. For every single person we've talked to, like they've they've had a path that they chose, and naturally they're holding back on probably what the real challenges were, but they get to the end of it, and like this is what we've done, and yeah, it's been really cool to hear all of them, and so.
So cool. Yeah, I mean, what would you say your life motto is? Your Uncle Bob was very quick to give that. It was amazing. It's okay if you don't have one in mind right now, but give it some thought. I'll tell you mine.
Motto? What's the motto with you? No, that's
So, what's
Lion
a
from
motto?
Lion King.
What's a motto? What's a motto with
Yeah,
you?
that's Pumbaa and Timon, which I've watched a lot. Yeah, with Anna, I'm trying to get Brooks into it, but my life motto. You're right. Doug was like the Nike. Let's do it. I'm a little more deliberate, but I feel like there's still a good unwritten script that we're fulfilling right now. So
Well, my motto is to live a life worth imitating.
hmm,
And it's based on the verse where Paul says, imitate me as I imitate Christ.
yeah, well,
And so I feel like a lot of these people that we've just talked with, they have lives that are worth imitating, which is so cool to see,
yeah,
right?
yeah, they do.
I mean, every one of them have done something that I'm like, yeah, that's a cool life you've lived.
Yeah, and it's what they were led to do, and
Yeah.
to them maybe it seemed small at the time, but it turned out to be significant in ways that played out. Um, and people's families too, like just raising families that were built for
Yeah.
um,
Just raising families.
their children. Not yeah, just right, but
Right.
there's
Cool.
I know someone hanging out in the green room, or
I don't know, because when you were there,
let's see.
are you reaching out? You want me to?
Yeah, I'll reach out.
Okay.
Okay. Well, when you see that, jump on, and yes, again, we have editing abilities here, but of course, and we'll see in a few.
Last time we edited her completely out.
Yeah. Yeah, for the record, this one's on you, like the last one was on me. So, all right, see you in a couple. That's good. All right, all right, bye. Bye. So Beth's computer just did an automatic update, which
Of
bumped
course.
all this.
Yeah.
So, so she'll be on here in a minute or two. So, yeah, but so your vacation next week.
4 more sleeps.
4 more sleeps. That's what we used to tell our kids. Yeah, you're.
I'm like a kid. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
very much. Very much so.
So you're really ready for it.
4 more sleeps. I mean, it just feels so cold out.
Yeah.
79 degrees is going to feel pretty nice.
Woo, where are you going again?
Turks and Caicos.
Which is
It's a Caribbean island.
okay. Which one? Like, is it
I think it's above. I think it's above uh the Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico, above Puerto Rico.
okay?
Let me go. Let me take a look.
Yeah.
Let's do that and get away from the cold.
Yeah,
All right, so let's see where this is. You can see that, right?
I can.
Yeah, it's right above Haiti and Dominican Republic, right there.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, it's not too far from Cuba.
All right. All right. You
Yeah,
think they
but so like last year we went to Grand Cayman.
smuggle a cigar or two over to you? And
Right. Where's the Cayman? Mission trip with my friend Ryan. He's on a board of a mission group that goes to Haiti. We built a couple homes for folks. I mean, homes. It's what you and I would call a big shed, but it's a lot better than sleeping on the ground in the wood.
yeah.
But
Wow. Haiti
that
is like really,
that that ministry has not been able to go for a while, just
hmm,
because it's too dangerous,
right.
which is
Yeah,
a
it's
shame.
like anarchy all the time, right? With no
I
real
mean,
government that
I think it's really dangerous. Yeah,
hmm.
yeah. We're we're enjoying being empty nesters. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah. See that, yeah. Anna's going she
Oh, it just let me know she entered the waiting room.
all right.
Here we go.
All right. All right. There she is.
Hi there.
All right.
Hey Beth.
Bruce. Oh,
Welcome back.
Yeah,
Or how do we
there you are.
play this? We're recreating
yeah. We're
the
gonna.
lost episode. I'll find a way. You got to help me like write this up. So the content will be recreated, but not necessarily the episode itself. So
It'll never be. It'll never be fully recreated, but we're gonna try.
yeah,
Well, that's okay.
we'll recreate it. Yes. So
Yeah.
all right.
Beth, how are you? Happy New
Yeah.
Year.
I am well.
We had the only real technological error that we've had. It was my fault, but because of that, I had to do a reopen for what we did capture, which was you and then Jim coming on and talking about us coming back to camp. And it was a great, beautiful episode. But um, in it, I made a mention of the fact that you were battling some health issues, recovering from them, and you messaged me that you're like, hey, all these people are reaching out to me, being like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? So maybe we could use this a quick minute for you to, in your own words, tell us how it is that you're looking so healthy and energetic now compared to maybe what you've been going
Right.
through. So
Was that something
Yeah.
we lost? Did we get the
we
explanation?
we lost all that.
We
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
We did in the
okay.
first segment, but
Yep.
I was suddenly had an ambulance trip in September to the hospital, and ended up with sepsis,
Mm.
which was no joke. So it was pretty ugly. Was in for a week the first time, came home for a couple days, and had to go back to a different hospital for another week to shake it. And in the
Not fun.
process, it scarred my kidneys.
Mm.
So it gave me some some medical issues for quite a while that we're still battling, coming back with the strength issues and some stamina. But for the
Not
most
kidney,
part,
no kidney
things are
stones.
back
Though.
under control. What's that, Tom?
No kidney stones?
No stones. It just
Okay. They're not fun.
the infection scarred. I can't even imagine. But the sepsis itself scarred the kidneys, and so that's a new little battle, but sure beats the alternative.
Yeah.
So
Let's hope you never get a kidney. Don, have you had a kidney stone at all?
Knock on wood, no.
Oh man.
No, I have not had
yeah.
sepsis or a kidney stone, and whatever I can do right now, ensure oh, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I had a nurse explain it to me. She said having a kidney stone is like having a kid. If it's the same amount of pain as labor,
Mm.
but you don't have a baby at the end of all
Yeah, no
that.
thanks.
It's
Oh,
there's
the game isn't as
no happy outcome for that. Yeah.
No pet rock.
well, yeah.
Well, you do. I won't explain in detail, but yeah, you do get a souvenir, let's say.
Well, it's funny, Beth. You
just don't name it.
Yeah, you
No.
sort of downplayed. Yeah, I went into the hospital for a couple days, and then I
Yeah,
was
you
there and I
did.
came back. Like it was serious when you first went in there, and I was just about. I was talking to your sister Sharon, and literally was talking with her about I was going to go visit you at the hospital in Rochester that afternoon because you were expected to be there for another week or two or indefinitely or somewhere in that range. And then
Yeah.
she called and was like, no, they're going to send her home. And then you did come back for a few days and had to go back. But you're as tough as anyone that we know from camp that were otherwise. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure we cover that, and so we have a lot more fun stuff to
Yeah.
re-talk about.
Yeah. I appreciate folks reaching out though. That was really sweet. And it was nice to catch up with a few folks. So
Yeah, Beth.
but I'm still I have a little bit of a lag in my
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't hear what you said, Tom.
Oh, I was actually going to ask you if you've had some time to reflect on the episode we recorded with Jim. That I think it's been pretty impactful. I think there's and have you checked out our new YouTube channel?
I have. I saw the switch. I saw that the switch was made. So that's always fun. But no, it's it was good to have everybody on. It was good to see the pictures and the video that from the rest of the day that I saw part of the day, but not the rest of the day. So it was fun, especially the ones in the auditorium. Those videos are sweet. So, but
yeah, it seemed like the perfect time to. You and Jim had both been saying, "I know you took them, but we haven't seen them yet." And that was the perfect time. And when Tom, who's been orchestrating a lot of this podcast, saw the way that played out and the fact that it was, we talked about all that we hadn't talked about before, with you and Jim, and then it was Christmas and New Year's, so he's like, you know what, that's a wrap for season 1.
That's
So,
it.
but for season 2,
Yeah, that's cool.
we got to start off, and guess who it is? Right back in the hot seat is you. We have some unfinished
And,
business.
you know, just to make sure that I don't forget, because, you know, I would be terribly remiss. Oh no, here we go. Here's my my Go Bills
There it is.
my Go Bills shiny hat with its blinkers.
Oh,
So,
Oh, that's
Go
very
Bills.
cool.
you really mean
Very
it.
cool.
So had to represent for a minute, you know.
Yeah, I'll be taking my Jim Kelly jersey with me on vacation this week. I'm gonna try
Awesome.
Recognition, yeah.
Yep.
So hopefully when people are seeing this, we will know the results of, well, yeah, as the continuation of the Bills season goes on. So
This will come out about the time the Bills are in the Super Bowl.
there
That would be awesome.
you go.
Amazing.
Good stuff.
They're
So
due.
we could get started. We're gonna do a couple things that'll feel very familiar to you guys.
Yeah. And the pictures that we have, I know
We're
seeing
gonna
them, and
we're gonna start with that probably, right? So
yeah, let's do it.
Don and I were looking at stuff other than
Vacation stuff.
looking at some vacation stuff. But let's start here. We can skip through these slides. We don't need to do that. But
Hey,
Don, you sent me some pictures. Let's take a look at these ones first.
Yeah. There we go.
What do we got going on?
Well, that is that Bob?
I think so.
Bobby in the back of the boat with you, Don?
Bob Van Wickman.
couldn't
Yeah,
tell-
there he is.
I couldn't tell exactly which boat that was, but you know, you
Yeah.
both boys probably can smell the picture and figure out what it is.
Yeah. Certain amount of rock
This
band
looks like a
algae.
tube. There's a tube right here.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
We're about to rock that.
Bobby looks like he's sitting on a fishing, like a bass fishing boat, though.
He's trying to be
Yeah.
the captain.
Yeah, that looks like a
Like
swivel chair for
the stool.
fishing. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Although the boat is still apparently strapped up into into the
Into the
hangar.
lip.
Yeah.
So what year would this have
Yeah.
been? What year is
Oh
that?
man. Okay. I'm
wanna-
guessing
83?
sounds about right. I was gonna say
Maybe?
82 or 83. Yeah.
83, junior in high school.
Yep. Sounds about right. Yep.
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
So
Somewhere in that vicinity.
all right.
Then we got
Maybe
GLP2.
84.
There's Dad in front of
And that's your dad in front of Woodlands.
he's Unit 2 there. Hoping
Yeah.
that
Yep.
His
it
whole
was like
unit 2 in his hand. Yeah.
every minute that thing doesn't go off, he could smile like that. Oh, that's
Yeah, it's actually, and there's your mom in the trading post
oh yeah.
with
Who she
Lynn,
was?
Lynn Copeland.
Lynn Copeland. She looks so familiar. All right.
She was the head girls counselor in, I want to say 85,
All right.
Okay.
85, 86 maybe. That's
Oh,
this summer.
Now you were there, Beth. Did you take this picture?
I did. So
Leslie Wertman.
this was what we talked about in the last podcast. This was
Yes.
lunch in August with Leslie Wertman, and your dad had just left, and
Oh.
these two were headed down to the beach to, as your mom said, we'll find something no good to be up to.
Your mom's a character.
Yeah. Oh
She's a
wow.
character.
Wow.
So-
That was a special time. Mom told me a lot about that after the fact, not really before it. Like she's like, oh, by the way, like that's how comfortable she ended up being, going
Yeah.
down there, because of Leslie,
That's amazing.
you being there. Yeah.
So that's the new buffet behind her. So that's how you can tell it's modern
wonder
day
if
or
it's-
whatever.
That's
I
a
It's
wonder
diner.
if it starts. Does it start here?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Honestly, it doesn't. It starts over in the middle. It's kind of funny that it says that.
Jeez, it
I
better
never
start
even
there.
noticed
Where's-
that on the
where's
wall.
Ken Reed, yeah, where's a Ken Reed to monitor that?
Yeah, somebody.
Oh, yeah.
What are we doing here? All right, so now we make a transition. The next couple pictures. I did not know. And by the way, your Zoom profile came up with the exact same picture. I love it.
Yeah, probably.
And so I didn't know you worked at Houghton.
Yeah, I taught. I
Okay.
went back and taught after I graduated, which was not expected, to say the least. They spelled my name wrong too, but that's okay. And so I went back and taught magic. Yeah, they missed an A in there. I think they reissued me another one with the A in it, but so I went back and taught in the education in the physical education department.
So how long did you work there?
About 7 years.
Okay.
Cool.
So that was because I was, in college for 4 of the years I was at camp. So this was a surprise for any of the folks that I went to Houghton with that I did end up going back to teach. I filled in for a bunch of sabbaticals.
So I'm sorry, Beth, did you attend Houghton as well?
I did.
She did. I remember her there.
Yep.
What years?
I was there from 83 to 87.
Okay, so we were there at the same time.
A couple years ago, yeah, but she didn't play much foosball like we did.
That is true.
If you
had played foosball, we would have known you very well.
I had a ping pong ball in my mailbox, and I was smart enough to put it in the envelope because I saw people were tapping the mailboxes and it was shooting all the ping pong balls back into the mailroom.
I mean, I might have been that jerk doing that. Just so yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay, how about these pictures?
So, then this was my career as a women in the women's professional football league with the Syracuse Sting.
That's amazing. I did not know this existed.
Oh yeah.
So
it's actually bigger now. Back
what position?
I played a left guard.
Okay, left guard
on the offensive line.
And were they playing 11 on a team? So it's NFL rules type, college rules?
Yep, same college rules. College rules.
Okay. That's fascinating.
So Beth, you always battled some knee issues, I remember. So this had to be some pressure.
This would be tough on your knees.
This would probably be the cause of most of those knee issues.
Oh, the cause. Okay.
Okay.
I played a whole lot of. I played a whole lot of volleyball in college and after, but the turf issues are a whole different story. But so this would be.
What position did you play in volleyball?
Oh, I was an outside hitter.
Outside hitter. Okay.
Yep. Part of the proud Houghton College national. We went to nationals 3 of my 4 years at Houghton.
Oh, wow. Okay. I have all 3 of my daughters played competitively. I had an outside hitter, a setter, and a libero. So we had half a team just with the 3 of them.
I'd like to say that Don and I played a few very competitive games at camp because it was like the staff
I remember, it was like 10:30 after chapel on the paved area,
on the
now like a parking
blacktop court.
Yes.
Okay.
Legit. We have some real games there, yeah.
Would you ever imagine people going to Disney World to play volleyball instead of going on the rides? Because we did that.
We did that.
The goal of our game was just to set up Scott Olson so that he could pound it, and we were unstoppable.
That's funny because Scott never came down to play with us on the court.
He's a monster.
He was always playing tennis and putting the ball through the
net,
the chain link fence.
That's funny.
Absolute monster. Yeah. I love it. All right.
You were not borrowing his truck.
I can picture that.
More pictures. Looks like recent.
There's James.
So
that's Jimmy.
Yep, this is a couple of years ago. And Beth, you're about to come here too, but This was a night in early June, so that's Anthony, my friend, standing up there, Ron Kukin, Jimmy, and my dad showing old photo albums of whatever, probably car related, but yeah, there we are on his back porch. So
Whose porch is this?
my dad's.
So this is in Speculator.
Yep, Lake
Yep.
Pleasant actually. Yep.
Lake Pleasant. Okay.
Yeah, so that's Anthony, Ron, Jimmy, and Dad. Yep, looking through photo albums. There's a little bit later on the back porch.
On the other porch. Yep.
Yep, Ron, Anthony, and Jimmy, and that's a fire on the back porch.
Your
that started.
mom
So-
made that delicious homemade pizza.
Yes, yes. So Beth was coming a little bit later. She had some car trouble, but she ended up getting there. You remember
Yeah.
that?
Did I ever tell
I
you
sure
Ron
do.
came- Ron
That was in my
came-
Kazashi.
Don, did I ever tell you Ron came to visit me in Colorado?
Well, that's cool.
Oh my gosh, I do remember that. I had forgotten.
I forgot about that too.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
great guy. Yep, there we are.
There I am.
So
There's that pizza.
There's the pizza. Yeah. So my mom and Jimmy and Beth, and that's in the house at about the same time of night. Yep. This is
What I love about this picture, Beth, is that your shirt grabs attention away from Jimmy's shirt.
Are you
love
sure
that.
it's not the other way around? Jimmy looks.
I don't know. Beth's is a little brighter than his.
Yeah.
Jimmy he likes me to wear that at camp when I'm at church, so that when he comes in, he can find me in the auditorium.
That's amazing. I love that. Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, there's the golf day.
Yep. So this is at we played golf in Rochester. Afterwards, we were going to go to Earl and Lisa Johnson's house, but that's me and Doug Hahn. So Beth is familiar with that course.
That's a great picture. Yeah, Southern Meadows.
Southern Meadows, yeah.
That's a good picture.
That's what you.
It's a
so
mile
when
from my house.
When I told Jimmy that he played good at golf that day, you were like, "Yeah, but it was at Southern Meadows."
I didn't say that to him, did I?
Well, you said you kind of threw
No,
it out there like it was. you were just giving him a good old friend ribbing.
Oh, I always give him a hard time.
Oh,
Yeah.
we love that. You absolutely have to rib Jim. That's good.
Yeah, it was well
Please.
played, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then,
He can give it back. There's the crew.
And
yeah. So let's see, from left to right, like 7 o'clock is Rob Mitchell
Mitchell.
and Nate.
Ooh, I can see your pointer.
Yeah.
Nate Forrester. Well done, Tom.
Yep.
Earl's
Lisa.
wife, Lisa. Yep. Pam Ballman. Their son
Noah,
Yep. Mike Ballman. Yep.
little Mikey,
Yep.
Beth Ann.
Beth Ann on there, and then Frank's wife Roxanne looking
Roxanne.
back
That's
at
Roxanne.
Frank. Frank must be
This
saying
is-
something interesting because
This is Nate Forrester here.
it's Nate Forrester. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep. And then
Yeah, I think that Frank's in the next picture.
Yeah, Beth had her photo albums there that day too. So
Okay.
yeah, but
oh, that's right. Oh, there's the crew.
Here's Mr. Frank.
there's Frank. Yep. And so
There's
Pam-
Earl.
Yep.
Yep.
There's Earl. I don't know why it wasn't in the first one. And yep.
Yeah.
Then Noah in the front, Beth right behind him, Mike, and yep. And yeah, it was a fun spring after.
It was a mini reunion, kind of Houghton /
Right.
camp.
There's probably
So-
80% concentric circle kind of deal there.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
Yep.
I love it. Okay.
Yes.
Wait,
Oh, there we are.
was one more picture. Yeah.
Just another hanging out.
Yep. All right.
Love it. Okay.
You can see that's a better picture where you can tell it's Nate in his
Yes.
face.
Yes. Much more.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Love it. Okay.
Oh,
so
that's fun.